Hi, my name is Jesse Martin, and funny thing happened to me the other day in the process of making lunch for my son, Zane, as I normally do every morning, and slopping together a good old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly sandwich to put in his lunch. Something that he's like, oh, not peanut butter and jelly again, but you know, very easy, great snack, doesn't go bad, so it's kind of an American staple for putting it into lunch and being able to take it on picnics, and it's just really become an American staple over the years. So based on that, my son, it was like, hey, where did this whole crazy concoction of peanut butter and jelly even come from, right? And that obviously led me down to satisfy his curiosity. I wanted to do some research and figure out truly what did contribute to people even coming up with the notion of putting peanut butter and jelly together and then ultimately making a sandwich out of it. I mean, how did that come about? So I did a bunch of research, and so today I'm going to talk about what I found in my research, and first and foremost, I'm going to talk about really how peanut butter was developed and why it became about. And then second, there's a couple of factors that contributed to peanut butter growing in popularity in American society. And then third, I'll talk about how peanut butter and jelly came together to form this delicious combination. So looking back, as I move into this here, looking back into the history, back in 1880, an individual by the name of Dr. Straub came up with the concept of crushing peanuts and actually making it, kind of a paste out of it in order to feed to his geriatric patients, who had problems with their teeth. Like you can imagine back in the 1880s, dental hygiene back then probably was not as prevalent as it is now. And so it became a very popular practice to be able to give these elderly people a great source of protein, and something, obviously meat or raw peanuts that you'd have to chew was not really an option for these individuals as they had the dental problems. So that really is how peanut butter came about. Eventually he patented a mill, and that was patented to create this peanut butter. And through over the course of the next couple of decades, it gained popularity for using it in that fashion. And as you got into the 1930s, it gained so much popularity they commercialized it naturally and came out with a couple of commercial brands like Peter Pan was a big one that I certainly remember, and Skippy, right? Household brands that were established way back then. So additionally, the second point here, I think, that really contributed to this becoming an American staple is it was a couple of economic things that happened, and predominantly in the 1930s, obviously the Great Depression, right? So that happened, and people, impoverished, right? So they had to find alternative, cost-effective sources to stay healthy and gain that protein. So meat was still rather expensive, and peanut butter, again, just became very popular, very cost-effective, affordable for these people to be able to get this source of protein that we all need, right? So that really drove the popularity immensely. And then additionally, moving into my third item here that really contributes to how this came together in form of infusing jelly into the mix here was during World War II in the 1940s. There's two factors that happened. In America itself, we became on food ration, right? So peanut butter was part of that food rationing, and so it continued to be something very accessible for everyone. And then overseas at the same time, for the troops, part of their food rationing was peanut butter and, in fact, jelly, right? So the troops overseas, while they're over there, ended up putting peanut butter and jelly together to make it more palatable, right? Made it much more easier to digest and enjoyable to eat. And so that combination, slowly migrated back to the United States, and this American phenomena really happened in terms of combining the two and putting it into a sandwich. So that's kind of really full circle as to how it came about. I would say fast forward to today, looking at myself, whether I was in school back when I was in my late teens and early 20s, or even today for that matter, I still enjoy a great peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I think I've branded my infamous triple-decker peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which I still like to enjoy as a midnight snack on occasion. So to conclude, to wrap this up here, I think that it's pretty clear as to why peanut butter became such an American staple in terms of its nutritional value and its cost effectiveness, very accessible to everyone. That really helped drive its popularity. And then additionally, I think, just the camaraderie, so to speak, during the Depression and during World War II, Americans, took on these additional creative ways to eat and consume foods in a cost-effective way. And something, again, peanut butter and jelly being so, it's not going to spoil as fast. And so it made it a great staple for people to be able to utilize and travel and take with you and not have to consume right away or worry about storage and things of that nature. So ultimately that's what's made that peanut butter and jelly an American staple today. So thank you.